What is up, guys? We are back, and in this video actually it's something that I've never done before. I started a small account, a $1,000 account, and I'm just trying to flip it. Now, what I'm gonna teach you here is not to gamble, not to over risk, because all the trades that I take are according to my plan. So the focus of this video is to show you the trade that I took in order to double the account. Right now we went from 1,000 to $2,000, and of course the goal is to scale it up. Let's see, the goal is 100,000. So let's see if that's actually gonna happen. I've never done something like this. I've scaled some accounts from 1K to 10K a couple of times, but I've never tried going higher. So we're gonna go and try this time. Let's see, maybe we got it, maybe not. I want to bring in this journey with me. But the thing is that every single trade that I will take is according to my plan, according to my trading strategy. Therefore, I will teach you something from this, how I trade, how I view the market, the good trades that I take, like this one that doubled my account, and the bad trades that I take and why I believe that those were bad trades. When and if we will have bad trades, but I guess we will. But the main part is to stay profitable long term. So I'll bring in this journey with me. Let's get started with the video. What is going on, my friends? We are back after a long time, after months. We are back, and today I will explain to you how I almost doubled my account with just one trade. One trade idea. It was actually 3 trades in total, but one trade idea on Euro USD. I doubled my trading account. It was a smaller trading account, but still, it was not too aggressive of a risk, and still we doubled the trading account, made 97% return on a trade. So we're gonna go over that. And before starting, I just would like to tell you one thing which is motivating me a lot, which also led me to come back here on this channel and share something. As you know, after my last videos, which, it's been really a while, I've started many companies. I've started Godfund Trader, one of the biggest prop firms of the world. As of right now, we've given out almost 6 million in payouts. I'm starting Godfund Futures next week. I'm starting Claim Funding, which is a crypto prop firm, during this month. We have started my trading journey, which is a journey and backtesting software in order for you to get better. And I was just super busy and overwhelmed and sometimes even stressed with these things. And then last month with my tech company, which is another project of mine, we have a tech that gives tech and software to 30 other prop firms in order to open their own prop firm. So there are actually 30 other companies which are opened because we're giving them the tech. I was saying that I went to Dubai as a sponsor of the Dubai Forex Expo with our tech company. And I just met a lot of people there that were stopping me and were telling me, hey, thanks to you, I learned how to trade, thanks to your YouTube, thanks to your videos on Forex Excel YouTube channel. And I was not expecting to meet people over there telling me this out of nowhere. I didn't know these people. And this really motivated me to come back. If I can even impact the life of one person or 10 people, like at the expo, it was just 10 people. It was not hundreds, it was not thousands, but 10 people telling me that it taught them something, that they learned something from me, that they learn my strategy and that they become profitable, then that's all that matters. And I'm coming back mainly because of this. I would say that was a big factor. So I hope that some of you from here, that you can also turn profitable thanks to what I'm sharing. Let's get started. So let's go on Euro USD. Let me turn on some music while I listen to this. Awesome. So let's go on Euro USD. And this was really a trade. Wait. This was really a trade that was from higher timeframes to lower timeframes. And I actually believe that I could have done a swing trade all the way up there. It would have made like a 10x return, but that's fine. So let's go on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, I know it's a bit messy, but we can see that here, actually this didn't matter anymore. It was a bias from months ago. Here we kept making higher highs and higher lows until we actually had this grab of liquidity. Initially, I thought that it was a change of character. We retraced to this level right here. and we got another confirmation in order to continue lower. So reached our point of interest, got another confirmation, continued lower. All of these swing trades could have been entered from the weekly time frame, going below on lower time frames and entering the trade on lower time frames. However, I was just observing. I was not trading much. I was just observing. Once we created this new higher high above this area, my bias in order to continue short changed completely. Also because I see the US dollar temporarily going down until maybe something happens with the elections and all that other stuff, which we're not going to predict what is actually going to happen once the elections results come out. So my bias was long, and the way that I view the market is that if we grab external liquidity, which in this case, this would have been an external liquidity with the way we are viewing it right now, we're going next for internal liquidity, and this was our most recent internal liquidity. We went for the internal liquidity, and I started taking a look at lower time frames. It's funny, actually. It was one of those days where I woke up super early at like 6 a.m. I didn't have any calls to do, so I didn't know what to do, and I just got on charts. So we're back. So here we go, 4 hours. On 4 hours, we grabbed the liquidity. After grabbing the liquidity, I went on lower time frames. Going on lower time frames, here we can see already that after this grab of liquidity, we're looking for a confirmation. The confirmation actually happens. What I want to see is the last high before the grab of liquidity happens. So before this liquidity right here, which is the higher time frames liquidity, until this is grabbed, I don't care. Once it is grabbed like this, I'm looking for the last high in order to get the confirmation. The confirmation happened right here during the day after, and we had this Asian range. Now, what happens? We saw it on higher time frames. Let me draw it again. So we had the high, and we go for another high. What happens once we get this high? External liquidity is grabbed. We go for internal, and then we continue bullish. So what I was looking for is the internal liquidity. Here we have what? Internal liquidity. This high gets taken. We go for the bias changes from bearish to bullish. We're going to look for the new internal liquidity for the bullish bias to play out. Now, not only this, but also we had Asian range liquidity, Asian low liquidity, which wasn't grabbed yet, was grabbed. This could have been a nice entry. I didn't enter here, but I was still looking. Now, what happened in my case is that I didn't enter here, but I waited for this. And once this happened, I just drew my 0.5 and entered at 0.5. The stop loss was way below down here, and my take profit going back to higher time frames was way higher, was around here, yeah. So this was one of the trades that I entered, and then the day after I entered another trade. So let's go on lower time frames again. During the day after, here, 2 days after, here I wasn't able to, but here again, we start the day, we have Asian low needs to be grabbed. But what I'm seeing is that the market really wanted to start trending to the downside. Here, we don't get any confirmation to enter. We just go straight down. So I just start looking for what? Liquidity. Why do I start looking for liquidity? Because my bias didn't change. I was still bullish. The higher time frames bias was too strong in order for me to believe that this low was going to get broken. I didn't believe this was going to get broken. This was my protected low. And therefore, I needed to look for some internal liquidity since I didn't believe that we were going to go lower than this point. What is the most recent internal liquidity that we see? The easiest one to see is this one, right? Perfect. We grabbed this one, and I was looking for an entry point either from this order block. Let's say here on lower time frames, we have an order block, or I was looking for more liquidity to be grabbed. So at this point, it was not important if we would have grabbed only this liquidity or also this liquidity, which eventually was grabbed, but it was not important. Initially, I just wanted to see if some liquidity was going to get grabbed, and it was right here. At this point, I started looking for entries. I didn't care. I cannot predict the market if we will go for more liquidity or not. All I knew, according to my bias, was that this low was protected. We are going for some liquidity, whether it is just this one or both. We went for both, and I was looking for entries already after this first one was broken. And as you can see here, you can see a quick breakdown on how you can really go from the weekly time frame to lower time frames easily. Now, here, what do we want to see? We want to see the last high that grabs the liquidity. So here, nothing happens. Here, the liquidity is grabbed. We don't have any confirmation. We just keep going. Once this is grabbed, we have clear market structure. And this is the last high before the liquidity is grabbed. Now, I want to see this high broken in order to get my confirmation. And I just entered the trade from here. You have two possible entries. I entered right away. For example, I entered from here as soon as it was grabbed, stop loss just below this point. And the other way is once the market goes higher, you can plot your 0.5 and enter again once you see a confirmation here. So once we go below 0.5, which is our premium and discount, here we're in premium, here we are in discount. If you want to go long, if you want to buy something, when do you want to buy stuff? When it is for a discount, right? So here was for discount. Here we could have had another entry with a confirmation. However, that was not my entry. I entered right away from here. All right. Let me go back to the 15 minutes. And I just held for the whole day and a bit of the day after to eventually close another 1 to 6 from here. I believe we're going to go way higher. The reason why I say this is because my overall bias is that we're going to go for these highs. We're going to go for that liquidity. Let me show you on the weekly. We're going to go for that high liquidity, depending on how your USD wants to play out. That's the only, the US dollar is the only variable in this long-term scenario. Because of course, if the elections go crazy, then stuff might change. However, my trade is done. But let's go more into depth. Let's go more into depth just to show you. Here I have my account. Here I have my account connected. As you can see, I made 96% return with the best day being 40%, total of 4 trades, 4 wins, 100% win rate. These were the trades. If we open here, by the way, this is my trading journey software. If you want, down here in the description, you can get 30% off on your first month. So go and check it out. But yeah, this was the trade. This went, this was the day. Yes, exactly. This was the day, and these two were the trades. But let's go more into depth. So this was our day right here. 3 trades, and 2 different days where we had a 40% return, 39% return, 40% return, 100% win rate, 4 total trades, 40% on the best day, and 96% total return from when we started trying to flip this account. This is a small account, but I just wanted to prove something, I guess, and I'll keep growing this account. So going also in the dashboard, we can see this. We can see how our wins were on Tuesday and Thursday. However, here, I'm not getting too much data from here, to be honest. The reason why is because this account doesn't have many trades. But once you have many trades on an account, this data is super important in order to understand during which days your strategy works best. So if I have hundreds of trades and I see that on Tuesday, I always make profits, But on Wednesday, right here, I always make losses. Then I might as well just stop trading on Wednesdays, right? Some other interesting data is that here you can see during which sessions you perform best and worst. So same thing, I can understand out of hundreds of trades, I can say, okay, maybe I should stop trading New York because New York doesn't give me any profits. But on London session, I'm extremely profitable. So what should I do? I should just stop trading completely on New York. If my strategy doesn't work on New York session, then I should stop. Now on MTJ, you can get all of these statistics plus a backtesting software in order to test your strategy and get statistics at the end of your backtest session in order to, I just believe when I was back when I was backtesting basically every single day, I really wished I had something like this that would just give me statistics automatically. And you know what? Instead of 30%, I'll give you a 50% off on the first month so you can just test it out and see if you need it. I'm sure that you need it because this is what I needed when I was trying to become a profitable trader. But yeah, go and check it out.